Not too bad for the first sale of the day. Nothing real special, but it was all pretty cheap. Yeah, so that first sale over here was actually the sale of one of the guys I met. He comes to all of our video game shows and stuff, and so I figured he would have some video game stuff. I think he's moving in a couple weeks down to like the East Coast or something. So I stopped in. I'm glad I did because that was the first sale of the day, and I got a decent lot of stuff. Like, you know, you saw there's nothing special in there, but it was all super cheap. So I'm not sure what else to do this morning because all the sales that are advertising video games are on like polar opposites of my garage selling area. So I'm gonna have to take a gamble today, but we'll see where we end up. Snagged a few of those games from that sale there. Nothing too exciting, but got a little bit of a bundle deal on these. That last sale we stopped at was the same sale that we got that PS4 Rock Band set from last year, and they had the same games that they had out last year for the same prices. Nothing I would have paid anything for anyway, but we got some of that video game related stuff that they had there, so I'll show it in the recap.
So, yeah, I feel really bad now.
Well, I told that other guy too that it was over here. I thought it was ABC Storage here, but apparently not.
I don't. Where's the storage in this?
You know, if you could go this way and you're going down, what's next within the state?
So that sale was not worth it. We are in the middle of nowhere right now. I had to take a huge detour because of this construction up here, although it looks like I can actually just drive through there. I got a bunch of like air fresheners and like this koozie from like Call of Duty. I don't know. I got all this for like $1 and some change, so I guess not horrible, but definitely not worth like the 3-mile detour that I had to take to get here.
Some wild strawberry. Yeah, some wild strawberry for 50 cents.
Well, I'm glad I asked for game stuff at that last sale. We were getting ready to walk away, and I mentioned game stuff quick, and she's like, oh, I thought there was a DS over there. I had completely missed it. It was buried with like a bunch of stuffed animals and stuff, but it's a DSi, and there's a handful of games in there too, some Pokemon ones. And then she went into the house and came out with some Xbox One stuff. Paid 20 bucks for this stack. She threw these in for free. And I got a new mid-range golf disc to replace the one I threw in the river last summer. Well, it's after 11 o'clock and I realized that I never filmed an intro clip for this video. So let's do it right towards the end of our garage selling day. It's Memorial Day weekend here in the States, and this isn't usually a big garage selling weekend. It's a big like travel weekend for people. But I think part of the reason there's so many sales today is because it was so cold and rainy and miserable last weekend that a lot of people probably just waited till this weekend to have their sale. So yeah, we got quite a few more sales to hit. I don't know what we're gonna find, you know, it being after 11 a.m., but you never know.
They're really nice. I got the stocking stuffers and I forgot about them. So.
Once again, I'm glad I asked because we were getting ready to leave the sale, and quickly I asked about old game stuff and found a Game Boy Color. This was in the bin of cords that I'd already dug through and completely missed this. Had NHL96 in there. No battery cover, needs a new screen, but they sold it to me for $5, so not too bad. And then they also had this. This is what really led me to ask if they had any game stuff, because why would you have this if you didn't have any game stuff? So he said he had a Super Nintendo that they didn't want to sell, so that's cool. $5 for Game Boy Color, not too bad. So I just got home. I'm about to unload the car. I didn't really find anything else gaming related after that Game Boy sale. At one of the last sales we stopped at, I grabbed this like Rubik's Cube ice thing. It's brand new. It was like $2. And then I picked up this TV wall mount here for $5. That was brand new. And then at the very last sale we stopped at, check this out. This Powerade cooler here, which it's brand new. I don't even know why I bought that. I thought it was kind of cool. I got that for $17. So hey, if I need a cooler anyway, so why not have a Powerade one, right? So anyway, I'm gonna get everything inside, we'll shoot the pickup recap. It is beautiful outside today. We broke a streak today. I think it's the first time in, I think it was like 290 some days that the temperature reached at least 70 degrees here, which is crazy. It's like 75 out, super nice out. So I'm gonna take my time getting the stuff into the house and we'll check out the pickup recap. Here is Saturday's garage sale pickup recap. There was like 1 or 2 sales going on in my town Friday that I stopped at and didn't have any luck, so all the finds this weekend came on Saturday. Here's that bundle that I picked up from the first sale we stopped at. A nice looking GameCube controller here, a platinum one for $5. And then this stack of games here. And the total for everything at this sale ended up being like $15 and some change, which was a really good deal. And the mystery game here was the Skyrim, because I did not intend to buy this, and I don't exactly know how I ended up with it. But like I said, I knew the guy that was having the sale, so him and I were messaging about that later in the afternoon, and neither one of us could figure out how I ended up with it, but he said I could just hang on to it, which was cool of him. So shout out to you, Ethan, if you're watching this. I know I sent you the link to my channel earlier. Moving on, a few sales later is where I got these PS3 and this 360 game. The only two I really wanted were the Genesis collection and the Castlevania here. You can see they're both marked for $5, and I was kind of like, if I'm going to spend $5 each on those, I'm going to try and get a bundle deal, maybe get some stuff thrown in for free. So this Cameo, is that how you pronounce it? Cameo was only marked at 25 cents. So I grabbed that, and then the Battlefield here was marked for $2, so I took everything up there, offered $10, and they seemed more than happy with that. And then this stuff here is from that sale that I got, that Rock Band set from last year. They still had a few of their overpriced games that I passed on, but for $1.50 I got this Super Mario Checkers set. Sabrina grabbed this for $1, this creepy looking Minecraft plush thing. And then these, which I've never seen before, Pixel Bricks, a Tails one and a Sonic one here. I'm really not sure what these are, but maybe I'll try and put these together after the video. These were $1 each though, so I grabbed those. And then from the sale that I took a 3-mile detour to get to that was not worth it, Mario Kart Deluxe Air Freshener. Some stickers here for Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Overwatch, and then this Call of Duty koozie here. It was like $1.25 for all that. Not a horrible deal, but definitely not worth the time it took me to get to that sale. And then over here, this was, I guess, the score of the weekend, maybe? A sale that I was getting ready to walk away from, and they were like, well, I think we have a DSi buried in the back of our garage, so she dug this out for me. Belonged to Josie at one point, I guess. And then it had these games in this case here. Obviously the highlight being the Pokemon and the Pokemon there. And so it didn't have a charger and the system wouldn't turn on, so, you know, I would have offered like, you know, 10 or 12 bucks for it if it turned on and it worked, but just as is, I offered $5 for it and they were like, yeah, sure, that works. So $5, I mean, even just for the games, was a good deal. And then before I left that sale, she went into the house and brought out these Xbox One games, and I wasn't really sure what to offer on these, but she told me $20 for the whole stack, which I thought was fair since I was getting such a good deal on this stuff. The Minecraft is still sealed, actually, so I didn't think that was too bad. She threw these in for free. These were like in their 25-cent bin or whatever. So the last game find, I should say, of the morning was this Game Boy Color. I don't actually know if I have NHL 96 for my collection. I have to double check on that. But it needs a battery cover, needs a new screen, but again, for $5, can't really complain. Paid $1 for the HDMI cable, 50 cents for this cleaning kit. And then a few other random pickups from throughout the day. I know I showed this in the last clip there, that Rubik's Cube. I told myself I wasn't going to buy iPods this year at the garage sales, and I got 2 of them. $5 for this one here, $3 for this one here. Assuming they work, that's a really good deal. I have a feeling they probably don't, though, but we'll have to test those later. And then these I got thrown in for free at some point throughout the day. This is like the worst disc I've ever seen in my life. So maybe I'll make this like the thumbnail of the video or something. But on top of that, it's got a bunch of top scratches. So that's junk, but it was free. Can't complain. So was this. It's got, you know, that'll clean up all right. Not that I really care. But anyway, that's going to do it for the garage sales this weekend. Again, Memorial Day weekend up here is not usually a huge garage sale weekend. So I'm pretty content with what we found. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.